Hi everyone, it's Debbie from Readings with Debbie and welcome to your March Business Oracle card reading. I hope you're doing well and excited about spring and feeling the shift in energy. So this is a reading for anyone that comes across it. I'm not doing a pick a card reading for this one. This is just a general reading, business reading for anybody that finds this video and the energy will resonate with you. I'm going to be using a variety of decks that I use in my business readings, so you can have a look at those. You might decide that you want to use those in your own business as well, in your own practice. So let's get started. So first of all, I am going to use my own deck, the Business Oracle for Female Entrepreneurs. It is a 44 card deck, which is designed to be like a business coach in your pocket, which deals with it's a 44 card deck, which is designed to be like a business coach in your pocket, which helps you navigate the ups and downs of self-employment. There's cards on spirituality, self-care, marketing, money, and self-development. And I've tried to make the cards really representative of different types of women as well. So first of all, we're going to use my Oracle card deck, the Business Oracle for Female Entrepreneurs. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I would love your feedback on the video as well. Okay, so let's get 3 cards from my deck. 3 cards for March. Can we get some guidance for March, please? Okay. Okay, so this is really interesting. We have got LinkedIn. We have got financial planning. And we have got branding. Okay. So yeah, so in terms of marketing, your guides are saying to you that March is a good month to embrace LinkedIn. So if you have a spiritual business, a well-being business, it's easy to kind of see LinkedIn as a little bit intimidating. The energy on there is a little bit traditional in terms of the type of business on there, and a lot of the time it's people posting about the great things that are happening in their business, and it can feel a bit boasty and showy-offy. But I've noticed recently there are lots more people who are doing vulnerable posts on LinkedIn as well, and people who are sharing about well-being and spiritual concepts, if that's what your business is about. So don't be afraid to embrace LinkedIn in March. If you're going to networking events, different events, then you can post where you've been and who you've met. That's a pretty common post as well. And it could be a time just to look at your profile, your LinkedIn bio, and update that. Make it very clear what you do, update your experience, ask for some recommendations on there as well, so people have got some social proof that you're good at what you do. You might find yourself stumbling across a LinkedIn course this month that could help you to really optimize your profile and know how to use that to your benefit as well. So just some marketing guidance there. And just from my experience recently, it's definitely worth it. I have got some clients from LinkedIn, and I think it's just about not being scared to talk about the topics that really mean a lot to you, even maybe if the posts aren't getting a load of likes straight away. Remember, it is still quite a traditional platform, but Don't be scared to show who you are on there, because it's so needed right now for people with alternative businesses to do that. Okay, so next we have financial planning, which is often seen as one of the more boring cards in this deck. But think of it like a spring clean at this point. It's a really good time to review your finances. Just have a look at your accounts, what's going in, what's coming out, and maybe just do a bit more long-term planning for the next 6 months, for the rest of the year. It could be a good time to work with a financial advisor at this point, just to help you to get organized. This card could be about, you could start using a new business bank account that suits your needs better as well. This card can be about things like business insurance, making sure that you have it, doing a family budget to save money, because we can easily spend so much money at the supermarket on things that we don't necessarily need. It's also a little nudge here to check that you're selling your products and services at the right price and you're charging your worth as well. You're not undercharging or giving too much away, if that makes sense. And then finally, we have the branding card, which is really interesting because I've just posted on my Instagram and in my newsletter about some March business astrology forecasts. And the guidance actually is, with branding, review your branding at this time, check that it's in alignment with your potential ideal clients, but try not to make any big moves with branding, like changing your logos or overhauling your branding completely and putting it out there this month. It's best to just review and maybe come up with some new ideas if you're not happy with your branding right now. This card can also talk about working with a branding expert, a graphic designer, if you really want to get some graphics that are really going to pop and stand out. And I feel like that money is going to be worth spending. But just in terms of astrology, it's important to just hold off on sharing that with people until March is over, until Venus retrograde is over on around April the 12th. And spend some time just figuring out exactly how you want your branding to look. And remember that our branding evolves over time. It's, we change, we grow, and often our branding doesn't reflect us anymore. So it's pretty normal for branding to change over the course of your business. You don't need to feel stuck with the same logo or the same website design the whole time. Okay, so I like this advice. It's pretty practical, which is great, which is needed sometimes. So next, I just wanted to get a couple of business astrology cards to see what comes out. Okay, so we have 11th house community. And we have mutable refine. Okay. Okay, great. So the community card, it's the networking card. It's all about being involved in groups, community connections in March. So this is a really great month to expand your network, to go to networking events, and then you can post about what you're doing on LinkedIn, which creates interest in your business. When you network, ask to link with people on LinkedIn as well, just to build your network in that way too. It could be that when you go networking, you meet somebody who is a financial planner who can actually help you with that if you need help around financial planning. And in business astrology, the 11th house reflects the way that your business engages with groups in the collective, as well as how your business can benefit the wider community and leave a legacy as well. I'm really getting into business astrology right now. It's so helpful to help you to know how to market your business, what ways of selling work best for you, what products and services you can offer, and when to launch. So it could be really helpful if you're watching this. It's really easy to create your own business astrology chart. You just use the date that your business was registered or the date that you had your first client. You go into a site called Astrology and put that information in and print out your chart. And then it could be a good idea just to check where your 11th house, which planets are in there, which sign that's in, and that will give you more information about the role of groups and community in terms of your business success as well. And if you are interested in having a business astrology reading, I do those, and I will put the link in the description below. It's a good time to think about what your business is doing for the collective and not necessarily how much profit you're making. Is there anything you can be doing to help the collective energy, small donations to charity, that kind of thing? Think about the legacy that you want to leave as well, how the business is uplifting the energy of the planet in general, and zoom out and get the bigger picture. And in March, ask yourself, does being with groups of people energize your business or does it drain it? Okay, for me, it energizes me to be at networking groups, but it has to be the right type of networking. It has to be kind of a more holistic type of group where people are interested in spirituality and well-being. If I go to the more traditional networking, I do find that it drains me. A lot of people aren't open to what I do, business readings, business astrology, that kind of thing. So that can feel a bit draining as well. So just be very careful about the kind of groups that you interact with. Have a think about whether you are called towards doing group offerings, group coaching, that kind of thing, or if you prefer doing one-to-one work, and really think about that in terms of your business plan and where you want to go, because you should be doing what you enjoy. You don't need to feel like you have to do a particular kind of work just because other people are doing it. And does your business need more engagement and connection with community and groups of people? So if you're seeing this, you might be thinking that you need to network more, but you might be reluctant to do it. You might, be worried about putting yourself out there in that respect. But I feel like in March, you're going to feel so supported doing this, and it's really going to change your view on networking and the effect it can have on your business as well. The affirmation is, my business creates a legacy that is beyond my knowing and greater than my wildest dreams. So I absolutely love that card. And then we have mutable refine. So in business astrology, the mutable quality represents the business's ability to refine an offering and release it into the world. The energy is like a comet hurtling through the universe, constantly refining itself and losing matter, or like a river that's constantly refining the earth that holds it. It helps us move past resistance and to accept that perfect is impossible. So I feel like this is a perfectionism card. So what at the minute are you holding on to in terms of your business and perfectionism? What are you stopping putting out there because you need it to be perfect? And remember the phrase, done is better than perfect in business. Okay, if you have an offering, put it out there, even if it's not fully perfect. If you're doing a group course or some sort of online course, you can keep refining that as you go along, especially the first time you do it. If you want to write a book, it's easy to want it to be perfect before you put it out there, but it's possible to update your book at points. So what's stopping you from putting it out there? The world needs you to accept the imperfection of your offerings. And yeah, done is definitely better than perfect, okay? If you're struggling with perfectionism, would it help you if you worked with somebody who can help you get your projects over the line? Maybe you need some support with editing, reviewing, and launching your products as well. If you're anything like me, I'm really good at creating things, but launching it isn't my strong point. So you can actually get launch experts come in and help you to get your offering over the line and out there. This could be a marketing or PR expert as well. Do you just need somebody you trust to say, this is done and it's time to release it into the world? So that could be an accountability partner, another business owner, a friend or family member. So lean into that support, because I feel like there could be some perfectionism going on with you right now that's holding you back from putting something out there that would be amazing for your business. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen if you launched an imperfect offering today? And the affirmation is, it is time to gift my offering to the world. That's really hitting with me in terms of some projects that I am trying to put out there, and I'm procrastinating about it. So I hope that that resonates with you too. Okay, so I'm going to get another couple of cards from the Sacred Creators Oracle. Okay, so we have celebrate your wins. And we have overthinking can spoil the magic, which I'm going to put near this perfectionism card, which is perfect. So March is a really great month to celebrate how far you've come. Even if you feel like the year's started off slowly, there are definitely things that you can celebrate, even if these are just like tiny, tiny baby steps forward with your business. It can be a good idea at this time to just make a list of what you've achieved recently. That can really help you to, feel a little bit more accomplished in what you've done, because our brain tends to see the negative. So how can you have a look at what you've done recently that's, that you're proud of? This card's also about allowing people to praise you, allowing compliments, not deflecting them or pushing them away, which a lot of us were taught to do. So really welcome that in and feel good about that if people are giving you compliments on what you're doing in your business. There could be something with you where you find it hard to feel proud of what you've done. You may be always chasing the next thing, or, you have so many ideas that you find it hard to just kind of like take a minute to be proud of what you've just done. So it's important to lean into that in March as well. And you are deserving of positive attention. You deserve to be in the spotlight. You deserve to be well known for what you do. This is not a time to play small or be invisible. March is about stepping into the spotlight as well. You need to give yourself more credit, some more self-praise. I feel like there needs to be some sort of celebration, even if that's just taking yourself out for food. At this point, just to acknowledge how far you've come, and especially if you've got through some really difficult, dark times as well. Even if there haven't been many sales, if you've overcome, some anxiety, some dark times, then that's worth celebrating as well. It's so easy to ruminate on what's not working for us. And then what happens is our amazing work gets shrugged off or downplayed. I'm telling you now, see the strides that you've taken, and it is okay to boast a little bit, even if it's against our nature. Sometimes we need to. So again, this is interesting that it's touching on LinkedIn, because I feel like March is a month for you to go on there and tell people what you're achieving. Don't think that you're boasting, or, you know, people are gonna look down upon you for doing something well, for succeeding in something. So that could be something that's just coming up to be healed this month. You could invite others to celebrate with you as well. Do some sort of giveaway, or have a little party somewhere and invite other business owners there. That could be a really nice way to network as well. This is about talking honestly and enthusiastically, sharing your wins to energetically bring you more of the same. So this is like a law of attraction thing, where you're putting your wins, your achievements out there. And by doing that, you're going to receive more as well, because we live in a time where that is the energy of business a lot of the time. Like, yes, we can do things where we easily receive and attract things, but there is still a need to go out there and tell people what you're doing and what you're achieving as well. There is still that 3D element to the world, and it's important that we join in on that sometimes. So take a deep breath and accept the fact that you are amazing, that you deserve to be in the spotlight. You know, and if you're struggling right now, what would your close friends and family say your best qualities are? Your gifts, and you can even ask them that for a bit of a boost. Okay, and if that feels uncomfortable, why is that? What are the blocks around you and accepting praise? You know, a lot of us have blocks with self-worth, you know, and I feel like this is really coming up this month to be worked on, and that's going to help your business massively move forward. So stop acting as if wins are no big deal. Try and stop focusing on what didn't work instead of what has worked. Have a review and see what is working and what isn't working. And just try and avoid, not that I think you would do this, but being overly salesy, instead of drawing people in through celebrating your process. So that's a really good way of looking at this. It's like celebrating your process, what you might have been through to get to this point as well, which feels less icky. And it's important for you, if you have a project, to really share your excitement for it. And that's not boasting. That's, you know, just being excited about something that you're doing as well. So March is definitely about celebrating your wins. And then we're just getting a warning here about how overthinking can spoil the magic, which is right near the perfectionism card. So I definitely feel like this is a double message for March, to try and get out of your head and follow your intuition in terms of what you're being asked to create, in terms of the guidance you're getting. We've got a pendulum on the card here, which is a tool that we can use to really tap into our guidance and our intuition. So this card is the trust card, the go card, finding the courage to step out, okay? Taking action when you're feeling inspired by a big idea, using this energy of spring, this new beginning energy to move forward, to make things happen, okay? So I just feel like this is very much linking into what's already come out around putting yourself out there, networking, celebrating your wins in a non-icky way, your branding as well. We can block our own magic by overthinking, and right now we need to trust in the unknown, jump in. This is a bit like the Fool card. Be brave, be passionate, be a little bit foolish about what you're doing, because I think that deep down you know what you need to put out there. If there's opportunities coming in right now, try not to overthink it. Yes, check out the energy, make sure it's the right thing for you, but opportunities coming up now are in divine timing and meant to be coming up for you at this time. Some opportunities might not be perfect, but they are the right things for you to accept at this point. These new opportunities are going to lead to you up-leveling your skills, which is always a good thing. And yeah, I love that these two have come out together about perfectionism, especially if it's something that really holds you back. So this is all about new experiences, spontaneity, and really asking what's the worst that can happen if you make a move forward and you're not 100% sure if it's going to work, if the plan or the project is going to work. That's going to be an experience that you could use in the future as well. So try not to be scared of failure in that respect. So this is all about following your intuition and trusting the universe, beginning new projects, recognizing new opportunities, and it just warns against naively jumping into something new with both feet. So do a little bit of checking out whether that's the right thing to you. Maybe use cards, use a pendulum, whatever you use to check that something is right for you. This talks about analysis paralysis and the fear of making the wrong decision. So really try and work on that. Blocking your own progress, not trusting your gut, blocking or disregarding your intuition, obsessive planning and perfectionism. Yeah, so that's a huge theme for March. And I feel like by stepping out there and taking some risks, you are going to learn new skills which are going to massively help you in your business moving forward as well. Okay, so love those cards. So next we're going to get some Believe in Your Own Magic cards, just for a little bit of self-belief, a little bit more confidence this month to put ourselves out there. Cards. One card. Okay, so we have Spaceship, Don't Be Afraid to Sing, which I feel like is going to be talking about putting yourself in the spotlight. And we've got Nostalgia, Focus on the Here and Now, which is really interesting because we've got the Mermaid and the Rocket in both cards, which I know doesn't happen in every card. Yeah, so this Spaceship card, Don't Be Afraid to Sing, we've got the mermaids who are known as sirens, who are known to sing, especially, I think, in terms of tales, like near boats, and their singing would lure the men on the ship in. So this is definitely a self-worth card. So a lot of the time we've been made to think that our unique point of view isn't worth very much. And this card is saying to you that you couldn't be any further from the truth with that. Your words are so important right now. What you have to share is crucial right now in terms of the energy, the collective energy. Okay, going back into that card about community and your legacy and what you're here to do. So this is really not a time to be scared of speaking up and speaking your truth and sharing about what you do and how it can help people, okay? So this is talking about speak up whenever you have the chance, okay? Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, because that's going to rocket launch you into your success. Your voice is powerful enough to sink a dozen spaceships, it's saying. So just coming back to what I was saying about the siren's voice would actually end up luring ships in and shipwrecking them. So I feel like that this is saying that you have a really powerful voice, and you need to just accept that and work through any blocks in terms of your throat chakra and not putting what you have to say out there, because it's so needed at this time. Linking into networking and telling people what you do, linking into LinkedIn and being vocal about what you do on there and celebrating your wins. So I feel like these 4 cards here are very linked. Then we've got nostalgia, focus on the here and now. So this card can often jump out if we are daydreaming a lot. We're thinking about the past, what could have been, what would have happened if things had gone better for us. And that can just keep us stuck in the past, okay? And, you know, not moving forward. So this card is just talking about accepting what's happened, maybe in business in the past. You could have tried different types of business and they didn't work, which could be impacting on your ability to believe that this current business could work. And there's nothing we can do to change the past. So the only thing we can do is focus on the current moment, on moving forward and making improvements to your present situation. Nurturing what you've been given, the skills that you have, the new skills that are coming in for you as well. So I feel like this is just a reminder not to be pulled back into the past too much. And if you think that your past in some ways was better, if you're experiencing difficulties now, it's easy for us to think about things we were doing in the past and maybe when we were happier, when things were easier, that kind of thing. And if things are difficult right now, then it's important to work on solutions and how you can move forward right now instead of getting pulled back into reminiscing, to looking at the past with rose-tinted glasses, which we tend to do, but it might be that we're not remembering the difficult times that we had before. So I think that's really helpful guidance as well, not to get pulled too much into nostalgia there. It could be that you were doing something in the past that you found it easier to talk about than what you're doing now. You might be doing something now that's a little bit out there and you might feel a bit scared to, you know, put that out there, what you're doing. But we've got the double message of the spaceship and the mermaids. So this is about using your voice, and that's going to take you to a whole new level, blast you into space, so to speak. Next, I thought we would get You Are a Badass card to just give us a little bit of extra confidence. I absolutely love what jumped out. Most answers reveal themselves through doing, not thinking, which ties in so well with the perfectionism card. The overthinking can spoil your magic card. Okay, so I definitely feel like March is a month for you to try and stop dreaming and thinking about what you could do and actually start taking action on your goals, even if you maybe move something forward and it doesn't work or resonate with people. I feel like the experience of doing that, you're going to be able to use that in the future. That will not be a wasted experience. But I think March is definitely the month to start taking action. It could be that you haven't felt motivated since the start of the year. You could have been, you know, dealing with some difficult stuff, feeling low on motivation, you know, even struggling with your mental health a bit, and that's fine. It's important to take the time to rest, but I do feel like there's an energy here around starting to put yourself out there in March, not overthinking, not blocking yourself by trying to get things perfect, and actually just taking the baby steps, doing what needs to be done in March, because that's going to be the thing that really propels you forward in 2025. Okay, so I really hope that that helped and resonated. I love some of the double messages coming out there, and I would really love to hear if this reading resonated with you. Please leave feedback in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be so helpful to me. And just to let you know that I also offer personalised business readings if you are needing some help moving forward in your business right now. I will put the descriptions below. I do an in-depth business reading which covers lots of different areas. I'm also doing business astrology readings as well, which are an amazing way to get information about your business, how you should sell, what kinds of offers you should be doing, when to launch your offers, that kind of information, which has just been massively helpful to me recently. So I really hope that resonated, and I will see you in the next reading, and have a great March. Bye.